Hey everybody, it's Andrew with Carpet One, and we're here for another flooring truth bomb. Only this time we're not talking about flooring. It's summer, so we figured why don't we do a little bit of a demonstration here around C2 Guard. C2 Guard, if you haven't heard me talk about it before, it's a waterproofing sealer for fences, decks, siding, and it works great. It works great at waterproofing wood. One of the issues that you have with outdoor wood is that water can penetrate that wood and cause all kinds of problems. And even if you put a surface level sealer on top of that wood, any chip, the water can move into a hole or a chip, migrate through the wood, and then on the next hot day, it wants to come out and it pops that paint or that seal off. C2 Guard works differently. It soaks into the wood and creates a seal inside itself. So, all that being said, we come back here, backstage at Carpet One to our paint room, and we're going to do a little demonstration here for you on what C2 Guard looks like after it's been applied. So what I'm going to do is just put some water on each one of these pieces of wood, and we're going to see what happens over a couple seconds. Okay, and we'll let you decide, the viewer, get to decide which one has been treated with C2 Guard and which one has been left to rot. I think that's a pretty convincing demonstration. It's like watching paint dry. I'll just let that roll off. Whoa, what a difference, ladies and gentlemen. That in itself is enough to make anybody run out and buy C2 Guard for their deck or fence or siding. So what's happening there is the C2 Guard's actually penetrating into the wood and creating the waterproof layer inside the first layer of wood. So it makes a great pre-application. Even if you're going to paint or stain your deck with a surface level sealant or a film, putting C2 Guard on ahead of time before you paint is a great idea, so that when you do get those inevitable chips or gouges in the paint over time, let's say you're shoveling off your deck and you catch it a little bit with the shovel, the wood underneath the layer of paint is now waterproof. So it prevents that phenomenon where the wood absorbs the water and then you know that water migrates through the wood and then wants to evaporate out and pop the paint off. And what that inevitably leads to is flaking, and we've all seen that on our decks or our fences. Anyway, hope that answers some questions you never knew you had about C2 Guard, and we'll see you next time for the next flooring truth bomb.